Hey, what's up YouTube fam? Brandon Weaver here once again, and I've got interesting news about Pacer, the Pacer system. Have you heard about Pacer? Huh? The secret stuff, the secret sauce, the secret verification, quotes. I do quotes, I don't like to do the air quotes too much, okay? It's weird, but it's true. Pacer, verified. Okay, I got a question, okay? Miss Crystal Jones, about 3 hours ago on YouTube, and I want to address this because people sometimes get a bit confused about what verification is and what it is. Come on, cameraman. All right, so my letter came back from the courthouse saying bill collectors have access to Pacer and that anyone can view your documents on Pacer. I even went up there and set up an account. Okay, so you set up your own Pacer account. Anyone can look. That and below and behold is the problem. That is the problem, okay? We're not the bad guys. They're the bad guys. That is not proper verification. Fair Credit Reporting Act says you must go back to the original furnisher of that debt, information, trade line, collection, repossession, foreclosure, whatever it is, eviction, whatever it is, bankruptcy, whatever it is, okay, must be and go back to the original furnisher of the debt. This Pacer system is another third party with inaccurate information. Okay? And if they have all that information and they're giving out all this social and addresses and all this stuff, what gives them the right to do that? And even so, it's not enough. It's not enough, okay? They're the bad guys, all right? We're the good guys. They want to play these games. Who cares if the courthouse says you have, it's a smoke screen. Again, another smoke screen. They didn't come out and say that they get, now see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. With this information, now that you have this information, you can go ahead and use that for leverage because you know the courthouse is not giving out the information. The original furnisher of the debt just straight up said the courthouse saying bill collectors have access to Pacer. The courthouse didn't come back and say, yeah, we give all that information. We give that to third parties. They went to us. They got it from us. They got the social from us. They got your address from us. They got the accurate information 100%. No, they're saying they're going to a third party like Pacer, a Pacer system. Okay, and so for any of you out there who are interested in what this Pacer.org system is, or Pacer in general, it's a public record keeping system, a little bit like LexisNexis, except it's not private. LexisNexis is private, it's a privately owned company. Pacer is open to the public, it's just there run by the government. So anyone can take a look. The problem is that's not the original furnisher of the debt, the trade line, the foreclosure, the eviction, the collection, the charge off, the whatever, the bank statement, the house, the whatever. That's not it. That's not enough. And so now they're telling you that they're giving up that information without actually telling you, use this to dispute. And now that's where I come in and I'm telling you, use that to dispute. If they don't have proper verification, which to me it doesn't seem like they do, it seems like they're going to a third party, you can utilize that and you now know here, excuse me, I'm looking at my notes a little bit, you know here that you can utilize that, okay? You don't have anything. To ask the courthouse too, if you down there at the courthouse say, you know what, if you're not giving up that information, I need a letter. And I have seen this letter. Okay, here's the thing. I've seen it in black and white. I have seen letter with letterhead from bankruptcy courts, from courts that say, we do not give information to third parties. We don't know how these third party credit bureaus get your information. We don't have it. And they could even put, they have access to the Pacer system. They could be verifying through Pacer. And that's not per Fair Credit Reporting Act, 100% going back. And you can utilize that letter with your 609 dispute letters and you can send that off, okay? You can get those letters at 609creditrepair.com, or we can do it for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. And I really appreciate all you guys out there. You know, I wanted to make sure that we get the information out right away so you guys get it, but I want to thank you. We are doing so well here. This community is helping one another. We've been answering questions here for one another. We've been very, very, very amazing group of individuals who will come together to make a solid foundation. Very familiar, very, very familiar. Feel like a family, like a nice family, a credit repair family. So I really appreciate you all out there. We're at 50,000 subscribers, and if you'd like to join, if you're not part of this family yet, hit that subscribe button, okay? You get all this glorious content, information that I want to give to you and help you out, all right? So Another question from Jackie about an hour ago, okay. Should a person put a security freeze on their Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian? And what's the benefits and the cons? Thanks. Okay, so the benefits of this. Oh yeah, what are the benefits? So the benefits of it, you are in a stronger position to protect yourself from ID theft, from unwanted inquiries. That's a big thing too. Having your Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, having those frozen up means that it's a lot harder for, let's say if you walked into a dealership, there's all sorts of situations. I just got an email from an individual who got an inquiry on their report from this pre-approval credit card information from their credit union. And they were like, you know what, I'm not really interested in this, and yeah, I don't think, and they went and ran the credit and they have an inquiry on there. They wouldn't be able to do that if the 3 main credit bureaus were locked up. People go to car dealerships. I unfortunately got an email from an individual who was scammed at a car dealership, and they were saying that they put inquiries on there, they made them purchase the vehicle. It's a whole mess, but they wouldn't be able to do that if the 3 bureaus were frozen, because they wouldn't be able to look at the credit report. They wouldn't be able to approve financing. They wouldn't be able to put a hard inquiry on there, okay? And yes, it makes it a lot more difficult for someone to open up credit in your name. It makes it more challenging because to open up a credit card or any line of credit, there's usually a hard credit pull, a hard credit inquiry into the 3 main bureaus. And so having that on there is very helpful and protective for you. It also makes it so people can't just look at your stuff. I've seen soft inquiries from collectors that I was like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, why is this on here? I don't have anything in collections. Thank goodness I don't have anything in collections, but you know, what is this? And not that, you know, soft inquiry affects anything, but I want people looking at my stuff, right? That's another great reason. And just having overall control over your stuff, because once you unfreeze it, then they can take a look, then you can apply for the credit, and then you can freeze it. And some people do that self-control. Some people want to make sure they can't just apply for stuff willy-nilly. So that's fantastic. Some of the cons, you need a PIN number to take it off. It can be challenging sometimes to freeze it and to take it off. That's really the only downside. Also, if you need to apply for something, you have to unfreeze it and then refreeze it. There also might be a small nominal fee associated with freezing it, $5-10 depending. I know Equifax was doing it for free. A lot of the other bureaus were willing to do it for free as well. However, there might be a small fee. And you know, if you are in the market, you know, you're trying to get a credit card or a mortgage or something like this, you don't want to have your stuff all frozen up and then have to unfreeze it super quick. It can take time to freeze it. Usually takes a couple of weeks if you're doing it by mail, which we have those letters, all right? We can do that for you, and that's something that we like to do, freeze up some of the smaller bureaus and stuff like that. Hey man, hey, I got all sorts of secrets and tips on this channel, so make sure you subscribe, all right? Hit that bell for notifications. This video is helping you out. Give me a like, okay? So yes, there's some great positive things. Also, you know, the cons, just time, really. The time that, you know, you got to remember to unfreeze and freeze. And if you're doing something right now where you need your credit, you're getting a car, a home, or something like that, you may not want to do it until after you're complete with that. All right? So let's see what else I got. I'm gonna get one more question for you guys. You guys have been fantastic. I hope all these question and answers are helping you out. All right, McLean, like the Die Hard, McLean. All right, 5 hours ago, McLean asks, Mr. Daryl McLean, are there other ways of building credit without credit cards? Short answer to that is yes. I don't want to apply for one and have an inquiry that will knock my score down lower. Okay, so yes, without credit cards, you would need things that are reporting to your credit reports with on-time payment history, right? So like a cell phone bill can be good. Okay, if they're reporting, if they're willing to report, that's fantastic. Rent reporters, sometimes you can get rent on there, all right? You know, if it's not a credit card, some other installment loan, something of that nature, you could do secure loans and self-builder stuff without them necessarily putting inquiries on that. You'd have to make sure and take a look. Chances are they usually do look into inquiries, but there are other ways to do it, okay? And if you are worried about these inquiries lowering your score, remember, one inquiry is maybe about 4 to 5 points if you have good credit, right? The most 7, and your score will come down for a brief moment and it will come back up with good on-time payment history. So in your case, just getting one credit card one time over 12 months and paying that on time will boost your score a lot more than worrying about one small inquiry. Okay, so I've been here, I've travel hacked, I've gone all over the world because of my good credit and because I got different credit cards. And yes, those gave me hard inquiries, but over time my score came back up to a higher position to where it was before. Okay, so look at it as value. What's the value of having good credit and not utilizing it, or building your credit without credit and using credit cards that initially seem like they would bring your score down, but are going to be better long term because you're gonna have more available credit for when you do want to get a home loan, when you want to get a car loan. And I'm telling you guys, I'm very surprised at the people that I've seen, the friends and family, who eventually will need some line of credit, something somewhere along. Either will be business, or it will be a car, or be home, or it will be something. And when you have really, really, really awesome high levels of credit and very low levels of utilization, it really boosts your score. I've seen it, I've seen it, I've seen it. It helps a ton, and so does on-time payment history over different revolving accounts and different mixes of stuff like a loan, a car loan, a mortgage, something like that, credit cards, all sorts of, the mix, having a good mix, having good on-time payment history. The hard inquiries are very small percentage. New credit and hard inquiries, 10%, 15% of your stuff, okay? So that's what I would want to give to you, is look at the value that you're receiving from the cards that you have. And if you have good credit, man, I'm telling you, get those cashback cards, getting something back for your hard-earned dollars, get those travel miles, open your mind, see the world. There's a lot of opportunities out there for you. I'm very excited for everyone here. Yes, I've been working hard, I've been traveling, so if I'm a little low energy, I apologize, but I'm gonna get back to it, woo! And I appreciate every single one of you out there, so please, give me that like, subscribe, comment down below. I will try to get you a video message or comment back to you, or email. I've been doing emails nonstop, so I appreciate you all, and until I see you in person, I'll see you on the other side. Take care.